Welcome to the class on overhanging beam. In the last class we have discussed the same overhanging beam with the point loads. Today we are going to discuss that same overhanging beam with having a UDL for the entire span. Here we are having a question related to our topic, that a simply supported beam ABC which supports A and B. Here we have given that a simply supported beam with A and ABC which supports A and B. In between the A and B supports we are having 6 meters apart with an overhanging of BC 2 meters long. Next we are having that with the notations of BC, that is 2 meters long, carries a UDL of 20 kN per meter over the whole length of beam. For this we can also write it as entire length, entire span. Here for this given data we have to draw the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. Here let us follow our 5 steps. That given data is number 1. This is our 5 step. Number 1 given data, and number 2 total load on beam, and number 3 summation of upward reactions is equal to downward forces which are acting on beam, and next number 4 shear force calculation and bending moment calculation, and number 5 shear force diagram and bending moment diagram with respect to their values of shear force calculation and bending moment calculations. Let us follow this method to find out the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. Here we are having given data. What is the given data in the question? That single overhanging beam, the span of 8 meters, but a part of this overhanging beam we are having a simply supported beam, that a part of 6 meters from the 8 meters. Let be A to B we are having a 6 meters, and from B to C the beam is behinding after the B, so that we have to draw the beam after the B side, that is going to be 2 meters. The total span of beam will be 8 meters. And next we are having that UDL of magnitude 20 kN per meter for the entire span. That going to be act for the entire span like this. For overhanging also we are having the UDL. For this we are going to draw the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. Here what is the total load on beam? Our second step is that total load on beam. What is the total load? Let us find that. Here that total load on beam is the forces or the loads which are going to act on beam, that is upside of the beam. So that we are having that UDL with a span of 8 meters and with a magnitude of 20 kN per meter. So that 20 kN per meter is going to multiply with 8 meters, that going to be converted as a kilonewtons, since the load always should be in kilonewtons. So that we are going to multiply the UDL into the distance the UDL is acted. That going to be like this, and we are remaining with 160 kilonewtons. The total load on beam will be 160 kilonewtons. And number 3 we are having that summation of upward reactions is equal to downward forces. Here we are having that in the upward direction RA plus RB, the downward direction we are having only UDL. In the upward direction we are having RA and RB, and in the downward direction we are having only UDL. UDL should be converted as the perpendicular distances or the distance which is going to acted. that RA plus RB is equal to 20 into the distance is acted for 8 meters. So that RA plus RB will be 160 kilonewtons. The total load on beam, the same one are the same. Next, number 4 is our shear force calculations. 1 minute. We are knowing that RA plus RB is equal to 160. We don't know the individual reactions of RA and RB, so that we are going to take the moment method and substitution method to find out the individual reactions of RA and RB. Here we are having that in this method we are having a twist that if I take the moments about A is equal to 0, then I am going to find the reaction of RB. If I am going to take the moments about B is equal to 0, then I am going to find the value of RA reaction. Then if we know one value or one individual reaction, then we are going to substitute the value in equation 1 to get the another value. Then I am going to take the moments about A is equal to 0, then I am going to find the value of RB reaction. If I am going to consider the moment about A is equal to 0, then we are having a sign convention that clockwise should be positive, anti-clockwise will be negative. If I want to take the moments about B is equal to 0, in the same conventions, but the notations or the signs will be changing. Clockwise as negative, anti-clockwise as positive. These to be remembered in doing the problem. I am going to take the moment about A is equal to 0, then I am going to find the value of RB reaction. So that here let us see the diagram. This RA is not going to be stay in this equation because there is no perpendicular distances to multiply with this RA reaction, so that it is going to be 0. And then we are having RB reaction in a anti-clockwise direction, with a distance of 6 meters. So that minus RB into 6 minus RB into 6, and next we are having UDL plus, because it is acting in downward direction, for the span of 8 meters. So that 20 into 8, which is going to convert as a point load, then taking the moments from the mid span, so that 8 by 2 then is equal to 0. Send this minus RB to the outer after the is equal to, then it becomes a positive. 20 into 8 of 8 by 2 is equal to RB into 6, and we remaining with, after the calculation we are remaining with RB is equal to 106.667 kilonewtons. Simply support the value of RB reaction in equation 1 to get the value of RA. That RA plus RB is equal to 160, RA plus 106.667 is equal to 160, RA is equal to 160 minus 106.667. The value of RA will be 53.333 kilonewtons. And next, by the values of individual reactions RA and RB, we are going to consider that shear force calculation. For the shear force calculation, take each and every point or support of the beam. Let us have the notations. Here these are the notations. Shear force at A for the left and right, shear force at B for the left and right, shear force at C for the left and right. Here let us see the diagram here. Here we are having RA is equal to 53.33 and RB is equal to 106.667. Here shear force at A for the left of the A, when I stand here for the left of the A and looking forward to the left side of the beam, since there is no supports or no loads or no reactions are acting on this beam, so that it's going to be 0. Let us consider 0. And next, for the right of the A, we are having RA reaction in the upward direction, so that positive. Here we are going to consider the sign convention that upward is positive, downward is negative. For the right, we are having RA reaction. The value of RA will be 53.33 kilonewtons. And next, moving on to the B, for the left of the B, we are having only RA and only UDL. So that up to the left of the B, we are having only RA reaction in the upward direction and a UDL in the downward direction. So that the UDL is acting only for the span of 6 meters, not for the 8 meters. So that taking the UDL and converting the point load in between only 6 meters. So that for the left, we are having RA in the upward direction, positive, negative, 20 into 6. The value will be 53.33 minus 120. The value will be minus 66.67. Just when I completed the left of the B, I am going to stand for the right of the B, and looking forward the left side. For this, we are having RA and the UDL for the 6 meters and a reaction RB in the upward direction. So that taking all the reactions, that is RA in the upward direction positive and RB in the upward direction positive and negative UDL for the entire span, 6 meters, that going to be like this. The value will be 53.33 plus 106.667 minus 120. The value going to be 39.997 kilonewtons. And similarly, let us consider it as 40 kilonewtons. And next, moving on to the C, for the left of the C, we are having the same, but the UDL going to be expanded for the 8 meters. For the left, we are having RA plus RB, both the reactions, and minus the UDL is for entire span. Up to the C, we are having entire, that is 20 into 8. The value going to be 106.667 minus 160. The value will be, for the left, we are having 0.003. The value going to be decreasing when the UDL is going to act on the beam. Here for the right, the total up to the C right, we are having the total going to be 0. Let us consider these values to draw the shear force calculations and shear force diagram with their calculations. And next, we are going to see the bending calculations. Here we are having that moment about A and moment about C and moment about B. Here, for the moment about A and moment about C are always 0 because there are the end supports or end reactions, anything. Next, we are having only that moment about B. If I want to take the moments about B, we are having a sign convention that clockwise as negative, anti-clockwise as positive. For the reaction of B here itself, if I take the moments for the right or from the left, it will be same. So that I am going to take for the right of the right of the beam, that is right section of the beam. We are having a UDL 20 kilonewton per meter, and which is going to act in the direction of clockwise. So that negative minus 20 into the distance is 2 meters. From C to B, we are having only UDL for the 2 meters. So that multiplying with 2, we are having next, this is moment. So that taking the moments from midspan, the value will be minus 40 kilonewton into meter. The same way, if you find the reactions or if you find the moments from A side, moment about A, for the moments clockwise should be positive, anti-clockwise will be negative. Follow the sign conventions while taking from the RA reaction, you will get the same value. Next, from these values we are going to draw the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. This is our diagram to draw the shear force diagram. Here let's consider this is A and this is B and this is C. For the left of the A we are having 0, for the right of the A we are having 53.33. Moving on to the B, for the left of the B we are having a minus 66.67. For the right of the B we are having 40 kilonewtons, that going to be here. And for the moving on to the C, for the left the value going to be decreased to the 0, it is considered as 0. Join these points for the shear force diagram. Here we are getting the inclined lines because we are having a entirely UDL, so that the values and the lines from the points to point that going to be inclined. At the supports, at the reactions, we are going to have only straight lines. After all these, we are going to have inclined lines like this. Here the shear force is getting 0 at a point somewhere between the A and B. We don't know the distances from A and from B. We don't know the distance, exactly distance of the getting the 0. So that we are going to find the distances from A. So that why we are finding the distances? Because where the shear force is 0, at that point the bending moment going to be maximum. So that for the bending moment maximum we are going to find out this value of x. Here let us consider x distance from A to the point where it getting 0. Let us consider this is as D, and next here also be getting the 0. We are also find it the moment about B, and next we are remaining only with moment about D. We don't know the distance. Let us, if I consider that x distance from A to D, the remaining distance will be 6 minus x. Next, according to the similar triangles, we are going to find out the x distances. Here we are having A 53.33 and D. This is one triangle and this is another triangle. From this triangle we are going to take the similarly L by H is equal to length by height. What is the length for this and the height for this, and for the length and the height for this, then according by the cross multiplication we are going to get the value of x. Here let it be x by 53.33 is equal to 6 minus x by having 66.67. Cross multiplication, x into 66.67 is equal to 6 minus x of 53.33. If you have this in the calc, you're going to get the value of x. After the calculation, we are getting that x is equal to 2.6665 meters. And the remaining distance will be 6 minus x, that going to be 6 minus 2.6665. The value will be 3.3335. And next, draw the bending moment diagram. Here we are having that moment about A is equal to 0 and moment about C is equal to 0. We are also finding that moment about B is the value is minus 40, that going to be like here itself. Here we don't get the inclined lines because we are having UDL in between the B and C, we are getting the curved lines like this, and we are remaining with moment about D with a distance of x. If you want to take the moments from moment about A is equal to A, we are having a clockwise positive, anti-clockwise negative. Simply have this sign conventions while finding the moment about D. That is RA into x distance, RA into x. This RA going to be multiplied with x, and between these we are having that UDL, that minus, because it is taking the moment in anti-clockwise direction, so that minus 20 into x by 2. For this we are going to convert the UDL to the point load, then after taking the moments from the midspan, RA will be 53.333 minus 20 into 2.6665 and 20 into 2.6665 and remaining with 2.6665 by 2. Simply have this in Calc, we are going to get the value of moment about D, that is 71.102 302 meter. That going to be at here. Here we are getting the parabolic lines or parabolic curve like this as a protractor and joining to the D, joining to the B line with a distance. Here we are getting 0 on reference line. This is going to be called as point of counterflexion. Where the bending moment changes its sign, it's going to be say as point of counterflexion. Where the point is getting the 0, that going to be we have to find out, because in the question it is given that find the position of the point of counterflexure. If it is given, you have to find out the point of counterflexure. Simply you can find out the counterflexure with have this A distance from A, this is capital A, this is small a, and take the moments about A and equate to the 0, then it's going to be the value of A. Here let us have this. We are having RA, take the moments about A, that is moment about small a, 53.33 into the distance is A, because if I am going to take the moments from A or RA, and next minus from A to B, in between there is always UDL, so that A distance minus 20 into A and take the moments from the midspan A by 2 is equal to 0. In between these we are having only RA and UDL, so that equate this to Z is equal to 0, then we are going to have the value of A is equal to 5.333 meters. If you have this in Calc, representing the A value as x, then we get the value of A is equal to 5.333 meters. Here this is where the point of counterflexure occurs.